Guys, Siren here, and welcome back to the Lake of Voices. Let's continue on with our story, shall we? The guide grips his staff tighter still, his knuckles turning ghostly white. He sucks in a breath of air, like he is about to speak, but he hesitates. We all stare at him expectantly. After a moment more, the guide is fed up with waiting. The bridges are late. If they don't arrive as soon as darkness falls, there is no telling exactly how long it will be before they do. Bemel's face immediately sours, and he isn't able to stay silent about his feelings. So we're going to waste our time standing idly by? There's hardly enough time to make the trip as it is. Lou doesn't say anything, opting to stare at the ground with an obscured expression. Time is by far the least of our worries. On the bridges we are constantly moving, which makes it easier to avoid the prowlers. However, this island does not offer that luxury. We're trapped here. My body goes rigid as his words sink in. More importantly, the bridges are raised above the waters. Nixie have difficulties pulling themselves up onto the bridges. The soft sloping of the shore will allow for more prowlers to drag themselves towards us. Not at all will be as dangerous as the ones we've encountered thus far. However, we could easily be overwhelmed. A pit forms deep in my stomach. I stare at him, aghast. I had no idea the situation was that dire. I glanced from the waterline to the trees. What am I looking for? I don't know. A sign of what might be to come, perhaps? I wonder if those fires had anything to do with this. Bemel's words are biting as he wonders aloud. The guide answers Bemel firmly, wanting to put an end to his speculation. No, whatever magic controlling the bridges is inconsistent. Humans haven't found a way to impact it. We can only do temporary physical damage to the boards. Bemel is still displeased. Should we return to our original spot? We would have more protection there. The guide closes his eyes suddenly looks very worn down. Staying in the center of the island is the safest option. However, there's a risk that we may not be able to reach the bridges when they do rise. Prowlers could have taken full control of the shore by then. Remaining here with our lanterns will ensure that the prowlers cannot move freely. My brows involuntarily knit together. I don't like the sound of taking additional risks in the area that is already so dangerous, but our options are thin. I will not be kept on this island for another day, so the shore is where I will be. You may wait at the edge of the forest or even at the center of the island if you fear being attacked. If the prowlers come between us and you fail to make it to the bridges, I will leave you behind. Bemel spits hatefully under his breath. Of course you would. True, generosity is not something I would expect from the guide, but that is not the conversation we need to have at this moment. The guide has made his decision, and we must take ours. If you're staying by the shore, perhaps I could be positioned somewhat farther back from you, and then the others could stay further back still. That would keep us safer without having any major gaps of darkness between us and the shore. You could start a fire, seeing as neither of you have a lantern. Good suggestions, Kika. Fine. Settled on the manor, the three of us begin to move away from the guide. He pays little attention to us, instead, silently fixing his eyes on the water.